Hello there. Obi-Wan Kenobi is back. The series that's been long overdue. It starts off with a collection of clips going back to the prequels, and then it goes to this particular scene. I guess it's a flashback scene of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, and you see these Padawan young children being trained by this Jedi. Then you see the stormtroopers coming in. She's trying to defend the teachers, trying to defend her students with the fighting them with the lightsaber, and and then the kids. She gets killed. The kids say, "What we do now? We're going to run." So that shows them running, and then it goes. It says 10 years later, we find that Obi-Wan Kenobi is basically working as a factory worker, cutting meats. He always slips a piece of meat to give to his little camel, space camel looking creature. I forgot the creature's name. And then we got the Inquisitors that came on Tatooine, the Grand Inquisitor, the fifth brother, and the third sister, which is REEVA. And they confront this bar owner because they have suspected there's a Jedi that's hiding on Tatooine, and he's giving them refuge. And the Inquisitor does his little speech thing. Um, and then basically REEVA gets impatient and does this telekinetic thing where she picks up this knife or something and points it near the owner, and the Jedi's right behind him trying to stop it from going and penetrating to his body. Then he jumps up, and then REEVA jumps across the table with the lightsaber, and she proceeds to try to kill him, and the Grand Inquisitor pushes her back, and then he's able to escape and throw something that came off the restaurant, a little thing that fell off, and he's telling her to slow her roll, that he's the one that's in charge, and she doesn't really want to listen to what he got to say. So you got to give up this pursuit of Obi-Wan Kenobi. She's bent on trying to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know what her backstory is. I believe that she might have been a Jedi in that temple. I mean, that's one theory, but could not be true. But I believe that she's somewhat connected to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maybe she knows him some from that Jedi temple, or maybe she went to go get trained by him. He wouldn't train her, or something of that sort. Or she's trying to get up in there in ranks with Darth Vader. She was trying to get in his good graces. So Obi-Wan does this everyday routine, and then there's something about a Leia's on Alderaan, and her adopted parents. She basically does. She wants to climb in the woods, climb in the trees and stuff, and she's a free spirited, and she's very high strong, like she was, as she was adult, and they trying to get her to be more a certain kind of way because they want her to be groomed as a senator, or she became that later on or whatever, and a great leader for the rebellion. And somebody's trying to look in the woods and see her. They want to kidnap her, and then she ultimately gets kidnapped, and Obi-Wan is forced to leave Tatooine. He's still dealing with PTSD after what happened in Revenge of the Sith. He blames himself for, he believed that Anakin is dead. He blames himself for killing Anakin, and he's been kind of out of touch with the Force. He's kind of been not really using his powers for like almost 10 years. And then he's suffering from PTSD. So he's contacted by Bain Organa and his wife to get his daughter back from these kidnappers. he doesn't want to do. He said, "I got a duty to watch over Skywalker." And he's like, "Well, you got a duty for her sister as well." So he goes to this planet. It looks like Hong Kong or something. It's a Baitu something, whatever the planet is. But he goes there. He encounters this fake Jedi guy that's supposed to be a con artist, and then he goes to this place where they make this spice drug, and then he gets into a fight with the people, and he's looking for little Leia, Princess Leia, and yeah, his fighting skills is kind of rusty, but he's able to take them down. And he goes into this place where it's supposed to be Leia. It's not Leia, some kind of dummy. And then the people that kidnapped him uh, confront him, and he drops that piece of some type of drug and drops it there. And he leaves. He finds Leia, and Leia's trying to attack him. He told him that his name is Ben. He didn't tell you that he's Obi-Wan Kenobi or nothing. So she's kind of not really trusting of him, and he's trying to tell her to not, just change our clothes and get a different disguise, whatever. And she's not listening to him well, because I was like, at first, it's good to see little Leia being kind of high strung and high willed, whatever. But in this particular situation, she needs to slow her roll, because he gonna get them in trouble, and he's trying to. She wants him to, you a Jedi, then go ahead and make me spin and float in the air. He's like, no, this ain't the time right now. We trying to get survival and get out this particular planet so we can get you back home with your parents. And she's not listening. And then, REEVA has set up some type of thing with these bounty hunters or different individuals, and the Grand Inquisitor still doesn't like what she's doing, and said that she's the least of them. That she's not. They don't even consider her really a part of their particular order, really. So she's trying to prove something, or something in her past that's connected to Obi-Wan. That's what I believe. And Leia, when she places the bounty on all the bounty hunters to kidnap Obi-Wan Kenobi, so she's trying to snuff him out so she can get him. And Leia just running around, and he's trying to tell her to calm down, and he doesn't want to use his, people say, but she should use her powers, but he doesn't want to use his powers, because he's trying to be discreet. And she's running on top of buildings and stuff. He trying to chase him, and then you got the bounty hunters trying to shoot at him. He's trying to shoot back at them, and then she falls off this building, hangs off this little string thing, and she falls. He has to use his Jedi powers that he hadn't used in almost 10 years, and then he was able to make her float a little bit so she didn't just fall, and then she was able to get her to land right on the ground. And then she said, "You are a real Jedi." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that, but you don't listen." So she, they trying to get, the guy that was a scammer is trying to give him this particular thing to get on the ship to get her back home. And he ends up fighting with REEVA, or trying to fight with REEVA. REEVA was able to extract information, use the Jedi mind trick over him to get the information where Obi-Wan was going to. And then she goes in there as Obi-Wan, singing, "Obi-Wan, I see you." And he tells her to go to the transport. He'll catch up with her later, to a little later. So she's telling him that Lord Vader will be pleased to get you. He's been trying to find you. And then she could read his mind, saying, "Oh, you didn't know that Anakin Skywalker's still alive. He thought Anakin was dead. He left him dead. Anakin's still alive, and he's having a panic attack or something." And then the Grand Inquisitor pops up right in the right moment and tell her to stand down. She doesn't stand down and stabs the Grand Inquisitor. Now, a lot of people speculating that the Grand Inquisitor is not even dead, because he has, what, two stomachs or something like that. So I guess we'll see it in the third episode. But he managed to get away while that's going on and gets on the shuttle with Princess Leia, little Princess Leia, and REEVA saying he will find you. He will find you, Obi-Wan. You can't run. He will find you. And he was already taking off. And then he's having a thought about Anakin. And boom, as soon as he says something about Anakin, Anakin's in the back of the tank. And they had a connection. I guess they're doing that Jedi mind connection with the mind thing. They got a mind connection. And he was able to feel him while he was in the back of the tank. So that's going to be it for this episode. We really want to know what's going on with REEVA, and will we see other things that's going to occur? I guess we'll find out later. This will be it for right now. Peace, everybody. May the force be with you.